You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, you're saying CTE could be blown out of proportion. Is that what you're saying? Interesting. Interesting indeed. I've said for the longest time, I don't know how much of the CTE thing I actually buy into. That so many players supposedly should be getting all this money, and of course there was this massive settlement. That CTE lawsuit is largely why you've seen the NFL become a much less physical sport. I kid you not. That is the result. That's why you don't see Jacked Up on ESPN from Tom Jackson anymore. That's why you don't see the big hits anymore. They were literally putting out, I remember VHS tapes of the best hits, the greatest hits from 1989. That kind of thing was a thing. And then the CTE lawsuit happened, and it all went away. And some could say the game that we love went away with it. So you're saying there's fraud. So you're saying there is fraud. You're reading that. Audit finds evidence of fraud in the pursuit of concussion settlement claims. Florio, by way of ESPN. Robert Klemko of ESPN reports that 5 law firms representing 98 retired NFL players are accused of, quote, scheming to defraud the NFL's concussion settlement fund. One could say, I got a concussion. The NFL's concussion settlement fund. An audit by a pair of special masters pegged the losses at more than $87 million. The audit concludes that firms worked with specific doctors to make invalid diagnosis of Parkinson's disease. Oh, we're dealing with scumbags. Unadulterated, full-blown scumbags. False Parkinson's diagnosis? Wow, y'all are creeps. The findings were made public Monday in a 51-page written decision. The NFL, through a spokesperson, said it was, quote, pleased by the decision. I bet there's not going to be any course corrections on where the game has went because of all. So you're saying that I am assuming they are saying 98 players do not suffer from CTE. Are they going to adjust all the percentages, adjust all the numbers? Are you going to course correct the game at all? Back to being, actual football? I've said there's a reason why they keep playing up flag football, folks. There's a reason they keep trying to make flag football a thing. There's a reason why they keep growing the game more globally. Let's get to people that aren't used to the way the game used to be played. And the physicality of the game, the way it used to be played. The concussion settlement fund ultimately was uncapped in an order to secure court approval. Any fraud against the fund amounts to direct fraud on the NFL. The audit recommends the denial of pending claims for retired players filed by the 5 law firms and evaluated by 8 specific doctors. Quote, the remedies that the special masters imposed are provided for by the settlement agreement and were necessary given the scope of misconduct uncovered by the claims administrator's investigation, the league said. Quote, we are hopeful that this decision will deter future misconduct. The settlement has generated more than one controversy. In 2021, the NFL promised to end the practice of, quote, race norming, which made it harder for black players to prove cognitive decline in an effort to secure benefits. Also, in 2021, a Florida law firm was deemed to have influenced doctors and forged medical records. The settlement pays benefits based on specific diagnoses without requiring proof that the conditions resulted from playing football at an NFL level. Are they insane? No criminal charges have been filed. However, the special masters have the power to refer their findings to relevant federal authorities. $98 players? $87 million. And of course, there will be no course correction by the NFL in any way. Now that their numbers, they can officially throw them out. They're skewed. Their CTE numbers are skewed. So you're saying you were defrauded. I'm not shocked by this at all, to be honest with you. I always thought, in large part, there was a scam being ran here. A scam. And that the NFL saw an opportunity to change the game, and they used CTE as a backdrop to do so. Let's be real. The NFL game's not nearly as good as it was 20 years ago. Guys go across the middle, wide ass open. Yeah, because the safety's not there to check their asses in the next week, and causing them to be like, I'm not going across there. The other result, how about all the nothing the passer penalties? Oh, he got brushed. The helmet of the quarterback got brushed. Flag. Do you know how many games that's altered? The phantom nothing the pass. And this is something Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and several other actual quarterbacks have come out against, saying these penalties are bullshit. Even though we're getting the calls, they're bullshit. Wow. Tell me what you think. Black and White Sports supporters, make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube's still doing its fuckery with the subscriptions. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.